Good afternoon po sa PMO Masbate.
Good afternoon po, sir.
Naririnig niyo po kami, sir?
Yes, sir.
Puwede po naming malaman ang full name po nung mga representative? Paano po ba?
Sir, ginamit kasi namin, sir, conference room na lang. Kasi yung internet namin hindi gano'n kalakas.
Ay, gano'n po ba?
Ang present, sir, is Oliver Wolf Jr., engineer Nelson Kaapay.
Ay, sandali lang po. Saan i-email? Saan i-email? Sir, puwedeng pa-email na lang yung mga pangalan nila dun sa nag-send ng link. Sige po, salamat po.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Yes, Mr. Chair, we have a quorum with the attendance of the following BAC members: Attorney Mark John Palomar, Chairperson; Attorney Dana Jaramillo and Attorney Diane Steffi Gilamon, regular members; Engineer Carlitam Castillo, provisional member. On the part of the observer, we have Miss Maria Lucia Joy Gabriel from COA. Likewise, we have in attendance head and members of the Technical Working Group, head and members of the BAC Secretariat. On the part of the, we have representatives likewise from the PMOs. We have from PMO Zamboanga and PMO Masbate. On the part of the prospective bidders, we have representatives from Samsur Bicol Trading Incorporated, 3R3M Construction and Supply, ZEP Construction, and Mazda Construction and Development.
Thank you. Foregoing, the chair declares that there's a quorum. HO-BAC-EP number 107-2023 come to order. Madam Secretary, is scheduled today.
We have two items in our agenda, Mr. Chair. Number one is the approval of minutes of the previous BAC meetings, HO-BAC-EP numbers 095 and 096, that's 2023, dated 30 November 2023. Number two is the private conference for the following projects: restoration of approach slab backup area, deflector wall, and concrete facing Port of Esperanza, Masbate. Letter B is restoration of damaged rubber duck fenders, Port of Masbate, Masbate City. Letter C is the restoration of port facilities damaged by Typhoon Tisoy, Port of Claveria, Burias Island, Masbate. Letter D is restoration of damaged concrete pavement at POB parking area and section of marshalling area near Gate 3 at Port of Masbate City, Port of Masbate City, Masbate. And letter E, the restoration of damaged key to berth 2, Port of Zamboanga, Zamboanga City.
Thank you. Unless objections, let's proceed to the first item on our agenda, the approval of the minutes of the previous BAC meeting.
approval of the minutes of the previous BAC meetings, HO-BAC-EP numbers 095-2023 and 096-2023, both held on November 13, 2023.
It assumes second that we approve the minutes of the previous BAC meeting. Sufficient thereto. Hearing none, the minutes of HO-BAC-EP number 095-2023 and 096-2023 both held last November 13, 2023 are hereby approved as presented. Let's proceed next item on our agenda, the pre-bid conference. Secretariat.
For the restoration of approach slab backup area, deflector wall, and concrete facing Port of Esperanza Masbate project with an approved budget for the contract of 4,478,021 pesos and 25 centavos. The project was posted on the PPA and PhilJEP's websites on 17 November 2023. Unfortunately, we have no bidder, prospective bidder yet for the project. Wala. So, sir, do I have to mention the relevant Oo nga, baka may Okay. For the relevant dates, the submission and opening of bids is on December 12, 2023. The deadline for the submission of technical and financial proposal is at 8 a.m. The opening of bids is at 9 a.m. December 12, 2023.
Next.
For the second project, the restoration of damaged rubber duck fenders, Port of Masbate, Masbate City. The project was posted on the PPA and PhilJEP's websites on 17 November 2023 with an approved budget for the contract of 6,191,786 pesos and 10 centavos. We have NBCDC Corporation.
NBCDC Corporation. Any question? No question.
No question. Okay, for the relevant dates, the deadline for the submission of the technical and financial proposal is on December 12, 2023. The deadline for submission is at 1 p.m. The opening of bids is at 2 p.m. December 12, 2023.
We have a video reminder after the end of all the previous conference that we requested you to stay for the reminder. Okay, please proceed.
Okay. For the restoration of port facilities damaged by Typhoon Tisoy, Port of Claveria, Burias Island, Masbate. The project was posted on the PPA and PhilJEP's websites on 17 November 2023 with an approved budget for the contract of 16,517,665 pesos and 76 centavos. We have prospective bidders. First on the list is Kamsur Bicol Trading Incorporated.
Kamsur Bicol Trading Incorporated. Any questions for us?
Regarding your
Can you approach the microphone para ma-record?
regarding po nung requirements ninyo na we should have an experience of rehabilitation of a port, and it is our first time to transact with this agency, and most of my experiences are on rehabilitation of buildings in the Department of Education.
Small lang.
Yeah, small dish.
Ano yung walang requirement kapag small d? So
Small
if
A and small B.
okay, since you're small d, there is no requirement for the SLCC and experience requirement. So will we be requiring it? So we'll not be requiring it. Huh? PMO, can you respond? Okay, under the provisions of the Procurement Act, if the bidder has a pickup license of either small A or small B, the agency may not require the requirement of the SLCC and the experience requirement, correct, Madam Secretary?
Yes.
Now, we would like to inquire from the end user, the PMO, whether or not we will be requiring the necessary experience for the prospective bidders.
Natinig na. Natinig din.
PMO, can you hear?
Excuse po. I was just interested because all of my DepEd projects is located where sa lugar na po yan, Claveria.
Okay.
Claveria,
One moment lang. We're
Masbate.
just confirming. If ever the assessment and engineering is the experience of the prospective bidder necessary in order to complete the program of works under this project? May be allowed. So, hindi. So, it's being asked during the pre-bid conference, anong sagot natin? Will we allow? Demo, kailangan ba yung experience na regarding the experience in port rehabilitation? Will you require that as a from the prospective bidders?
Natinig. Ha? Natinig mo.
Demo, nakamute kayo.
Hello, good afternoon po.
Yes, good afternoon.
Sir, actually, combination yung sa Burias, combination ng building saka sa structural, horizontal. So, ang nakalagay dito, sir, is parehas na small B. And I think kailangan dito.
Nasa PPP. Where is the exception? Opo.
Yung
Small thing for road, highways, pavement,
Yes.
airport, hospital, and small thing for building, industrial. And so it's
Building and pavement.
dalawa siya.
Okay. Under RTOR, the required pickup license, dalawang pickup license required? Okay.
Restoration of damaged concrete pavement.
So there are 2 pickup licenses required in order to qualify for this project. So the question is, experience ang tinatanong. So, assuming they have those licenses, will we require the experience in port rehabilitation from the prospective bidders?
Ayun. Sa atin, wala. Hindi na.
Ano sabi ng PMO?
On our part, Mr. Chair.
Sandali. Kasi kung sasabihin ng PMO, sasabihin nyo, we will. PMO, will we require? Okay. It is clear that there are 2 pickup licenses which are required. For small b for buildings and small b for roads. So the question of the prospective bidder is whether we will require that they have experience with regards port rehabilitation, because they have none. And under the Procurement Act, if the bidder has a pickup license, either small a or small b, in whatever category, the agency may waive the requirement. So, will you insist that we retain the requirement, or will we waive the requirement, the experience requirement?
ano isa na natin? Sir, okay, sir, ito yan, kailan ba yan? Yes, sir.
For the end user, retain po sa kanila.
Ano? We will, ano?
Retain
What's your answer? We will require, we will not require?
require.
We will require.
Yes, sir.
It is recommendation of the end user that notwithstanding the provisions of the Procurement Act, we will require the experience of a prospective bidder regarding the rehabilitation of ports. Any further question?
No.
Thank you.
So, next on the list of prospective bidder, we have 3R3M Construction and Supply.
3R3M. Any questions? Okay.
Yun lang po. No more. For the relevant dates, the deadline for the submission of the technical and financial proposal is at 8 a.m. December 13 to 2023. The opening of bids is at 9 a.m. December 13, 2023. 13, 1-3.
Thank you.
Okay.
Next. Once again, we would request the prospective bidders to stay until the end of the pre-bid conferences for the video presentation.
For the next project, the restoration of damaged concrete pavement at POB parking area and section of marshalling area near Day 3 at Port of Masbate City, Masbate. The project was posted on the PPA and PhilJEP's websites on 17 November 2023 with an approved budget for the contract of 6,729,336 pesos and 2 centavos. Again, unfortunately, we have no prospective bidder yet for the project.
For the benefit of the prospective bidders watching via YouTube,
Meron. Saan?
Yung utility po.
Meron?
Apat na mas bali po daw.
Apat. So okay. Meron daw, sir. Ito mo lang kasi. NBCDC Corporation.
NC, any questions? No questions.
Okay. For the relevant dates, we have December 13, 2023 for the submission and opening of bids. The deadline for submission is at 1 p.m. The opening of bids is at 2 p.m. December 13, 2023.
Thank you. Last na ba tayo?
Last.
Last pre-bid conference.
Restoration of damaged T2 berth to Port of Zamboanga, Zamboanga City. The project was posted on the PPA and PhilJEP's websites on 21 November 2023 with an approved budget for the contract of 29,581,498 pesos and 25 centavos. We have number 1 on the list, SET Construction.
Set construction. Any questions? No questions.
Next is Mazda Construction.
Mazda construction. Any questions? No questions.
Okay, for the relevant dates, we have December 12, 2023 for the submission of the technical and financial proposal. The deadline for the submission is at 1 p.m. The opening of bids is at 3 p.m. December 12, 2023.
Thank you. Please play the reminders.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Here are some important reminders for the prospective bidders. Number 1. On the submission of bid documents. Bidders shall submit their bid documents in 2 separate sealed bid envelopes. The first envelope is the technical proposal containing 7 copies, 1 original and 6 duplicate copies, each individually wrapped in an envelope, then sealed in an outer envelope. The second envelope is the financial proposal, which contains 7 copies, 1 original and 6 duplicate copies, each, likewise individually wrapped in an envelope, and shall all be sealed in an outer envelope. The bid documents shall be hardbound, book-bound, properly labeled, with index tabs. Failure to comply with the requirement is a ground for the automatic disqualification of the bidder. Number 2. The bidder shall ensure that all Class A eligibility documents listed in Annex A of the Certificate of PhilGAP's registration, Platinum membership, are current and updated. The bidders are not allowed to submit as part of its technical proposal the Class A eligibility document. The same should be submitted to PhilGAPs. For the information of all bidders, the head of the PPA procuring entity is J. Daniel R. Santiago. Chairperson of the BAC is Attorney Mark John S. Palomar. Vice Chairperson is Angelina A. Liose. Regular members are Josephine M. Napiere, Attorney Dana S. Jaramillo, Attorney Diane Steffi, T. Guillamon, and Reynan C. Parafina. While provisional members are Carlito M. Castillo for infrastructure projects, and Rolando K. Perez for dredging and navigational aids projects. Technical Working Group Head is Rolando T. Kerubin, and the members are Mitchie F. Manathad, Jose Mari B. Polanco, Dante B. Tejada, Rodolfo L. de los Reyes, Admir A. Tinaza, and Arnold M. Kit-Eves. BAC Secretariat Head is Attorney Lolita D. Solis, and BAC members are Darlene V. Ambay, Arlene D. Pabustan, and Audrey C. Soqueña. Take note that, if you are a relative within the third civil degree of affinity and consanguinity of the HO-BAC, the BAC chairperson, the BAC members, the technical working group, and the BAC secretariat, you are disqualified from participating in the procurement activity of PPA. Thank you.
Final questions from the prospective bidders regarding the reminder? Madam Secretary, anything else? There being none, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.